It's been a little bit of the perfect storm around our office. If you take the 2 installs we have coming up, our trip to go up to Washington for Crazy Ray Ray's room, and all of the projects that we have currently going, as well as a huge presentation I made on Wednesday, the holidays, baking, cooking, family, all of my Christmas decorating videos for Ropes and Design channel, and Makeover Mondays, guess what got squeezed out? Welcome to your new room.
Oh my god. It's like my favorite part. I love it.
Hi you guys, welcome to today's edition of Makeover Mondays. I'm Rebecca Robeson with Ropes and Design Studio in San Diego, California. Today's edition of Makeover Mondays is quite different, and here's the reason. Because I have to do everything myself. I looked and realized I didn't have any more Makeover Mondays videos ready to upload this weekend. I said, Grayson, oh my gosh, I don't have a video for Monday. And he looked at me and said, you want me to pull one out of my hat? And I said, could you do that please? So I decided if there was going to be a Makeover Mondays today that you're watching, I was going to have to do it myself. So that means I'm doing all the editing, which means I'm going to leave in all the things I want to, and no one's going to cut it out on me like they normally do. And it also means that it's going to be kind of like not nearly as professional, cool, or hip as it normally is, but I don't think you care. And I just want to tell you in full disclosure, right now this is the 3rd time I have filmed this. The first time, I didn't have the microphones plugged in. The second time, my strapless bra was hanging down around my waist and I look like deformed. I just couldn't do it. And now this is the 3rd time. So let's just hope this is a charm, because this is going to take me all weekend if it's not. All right? So thank you for your patience and cutting me some slack on this. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get started. Today's winner of Makeover Mondays is a 29-year-old woman. She's from Saudi Arabia, and her name is Masa Birmed. Before we get started on Abir's room, I just want to ask you if you got a chance to see Talia's room video. If you haven't, there is no excuse. It is so good. I do hope you go over there. That video received over 100,000 views in the first 48 hours it was up, and it's really been very, very, very popular. I think her room turned out amazing. Let me just tell you, the egg chair, she actually did get it, but it didn't make it in time for the video because of Hurricane Sandy. So we finished the room with a makeshift chair in between. Anyway, I'd love for you to go see that. I want to tell you a little bit about Abir. She lives at home, and she has a really nice, good-sized room. She has a really healthy budget that we can work with, which is always makes it a little easier and more fun to come up with some creative ideas. Abir is a school teacher, and she loves photography. So I had to keep those things in mind in her room. And the colors she wanted to go with are gray, white, gold, and silver. Let me show you her before pictures. You can see by this photo that Abir has a very large room, which is really nice. Now, for those of you who have small rooms, let's not be haters. Everybody has something different. Some people have more than you do, some people have less. Let's just enjoy the video for what it is, shall we? All right, she has IKEA bed here and very small nightstands. You know how I feel about that. Looks like her radiator is on wheels, which is great, so she can move that around. And over here, she has a really large printer, and I think for photography, she probably needs that. But I'm going to recommend that with the budget she has, she could probably afford to get a new printer that's a little bit more updated and a smaller scale. And then over here you see she has 2 windows. They're kind of high off the ground. They're not very large for the size of the room. Over in the corner, she has an IKEA wardrobe system. Now she says she can get all brand new furniture, so I'm going to recommend that. And hopefully she'll know someone who could use this because it's a nice system as it is. But I'm going to recommend she goes with the darker color furniture according to the color scheme she's after. Right here is a bathroom. She has a bidet in her bathroom. Good for you, Abir. And then here's the entry door. As we come around to this side, we see there's that entry door. And of course that long wall that has her tripod. I measured the room. It's about 16 feet by 18 feet, so it's really large. And, you know, sometimes when you have a really large room, the problem is intimacy. You know, she's got lots of open space, and maybe that's what she needs, but apparently not because she asked for a room makeover. So I'm going to do something that's going to create a much more hip, much more cozy and welcoming room for Abir. Now, would you like to see what I came up with for Abir's room? I'm really excited about it. I think it turned out amazing. Let's go. Abir, welcome to your new room. You can see by the aerial view here, I split your room into two separate spaces, a dressing area and a place for your bed. As we go into the room, we'll see straight ahead a nice chest of drawers, beautiful window treatments that go floor to ceiling, and bookcases. I figure as a teacher, you probably need books. Above that, I put some of your own original photography. Here's your bed with a nice big nightstands, matching lamps, and the wall that I erected that goes in the middle of the room has the beautiful wallpaper on it that you like so much. Over here, I don't have any idea of what kind of photography you do, so I just got some things off the internet, but I kind of liked this idea of doing 3 of the same thing, particularly an eye, especially if it was yours. I thought, it gives a message, this is my perspective. The walls are painted a nice warm tan color, kind of leaning towards the gold side. And over here, this dresser replaces the furniture that you used to have. It's now a dark stained furniture with an oval mirror above, which creates kind of a nice place for you to use as a vanity area for putting on your makeup. And of course, there's a really nice lamp there as well. As we swing around the room, you see the 2 doors. And here on this wall, it's a nice blank wall, and I thought, what an awesome place for you to put more of your photography. I don't know if you're into black and white photography, but if you are, I think that would look great, but you can put whatever you want. Over your bed, you'll notice I also added a piece of black and white photography that I just got off the internet, and I will link in the box below the name of that photography, so I'm not taking it irresponsibly. As we go back around the room and the angled walls, I placed 2 chairs on both of those angled walls. Those can be moved around as you might need them. There's a huge mirror for you to see yourself when you're getting dressed. And as we come around, we'll see that the new PAX IKEA wardrobe systems are in the dark stain instead of the light white and birch. I have 2 of those systems having glass doors on them, so you can still see your clothes, but it kind of keeps them clean and without dust. But the center section I used for your shoes. You can also put some storage boxes above, and there's places for your handbags in those wardrobe systems as well. But this is the thing that I did. I took that unsightly printer and moved it back into this area. I think this kind of still makes it able for you to use in your room, but it's just not part of your view when you walk in the room. And you'll see that this wall is larger and wider than the IKEA wardrobe system itself. It spans just a little further out on either side. Of course, you're going to need your tripod, and there is an area rug both under the bed and as a runner back in the closet wardrobe system area. I actually love how this room turned out. I think it was a great way to take a very large space and break it up into functional yet fashionable ways. Your light that you have in your room now stays, and I think it goes really great with the look of this room. But I love how the pillows on the bed are sequined, as well as that bench at the end of the bed. Now that bench is a storage bench and something that you can use for additional things that you need to keep and don't really want to see. I also used gray paint on the back closet area wall and a tan leaning more towards the gold side in the rest of the bedroom. I think it makes for an absolutely beautiful room, one that, gosh, I'd even like to live in, and certainly would want to come home to. So Abir, head on over to Facebook now and download the pictures of the bedroom that we designed for you, or that I designed for you, and I hope that you're able to follow it closely. I hope that it meets all of your needs, and I wish you the very best. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed that. I love you guys. I think the world of you, and I'm so thankful for such amazing and great subscribers who are very, very supportive. All right, I'll see you guys next time, where the winner could very well be you. Thank you so much for all the great comments that you guys left on last week's video of what goes on and what goes into a single episode of Makeover Mondays. I appreciate all the wonderful and very nice comments. I think we had 13% comments last week, which is way higher than we normally do. And I just want you to know that was really not my point or my purpose. I wanted to explain to you really more about Makeover Mondays so you know what you're watching. But the byproduct of that was a lot of people sharing how much Makeover Mondays means to them. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. I just want you to know I think and I know that Robeson Design Studios has the best subscribers on YouTube. And I love you guys. It's a girl. She's 29 years old from Saudi Arabia. And her name is Makeover. Makeover. What's her name? And her YouTube name is Makeover. Congratulations. And her YouTube name is Makeover. Congratulations, Abir. I'm so glad that you won these. Gosh, I'm tired. Watch this video where Grayson will show you how to measure your room, send us your photos, and get your information to us as soon as possible because it could be you.